friends, welcome to physics online session. So in previous videos we were discussing about a capacitance. So in case of that capacitance, already we come to know that, so capacitance of a conductor, it measures that ability to hold the charges. So for example, so different conductors having different capability or different capacity to hold the charges we will consider here. So capacitance, it measures that ability to hold the charges we will consider. So in order to hold the charges, so that charge is directly proportional to potential. So for example, if you provide that q amount of charge to that any conducting body, so that charge is directly proportional to its potential here. So if I remove that proportionality constant, so I will get that, so q is equal to c into v here. So where c is equal to q by v here. So this constant proportionality I will name it as a capacitance here. So what is capacitance here? So capacitance, it can measures that ability to hold the charges. So different conductors having different ability to hold the charges. In the similar aspect, in last class I discussed that. So similar water tank I will consider that. So different water tank will having the different capacity to hold the water here. In the similar aspect, so different conducting material having different capacity to hold the charges. If you provide that charge to that any conducting material, so as that charge increases means potential value will also get rises here. So that q is proportional to v here. So if you remove the proportionality constant, that constant we will name it as a capacitance here. So that c is equal to q by v here. Then how will you define the concept of capacitance here? So it is the ratio of amount of charge required to rise the potential value. So in order to raise that a potential value, so for example c is equal to q by v. So what is that a capacitance here? It is the ratio of amount of charge required to rise the potential value I will consider as a capacitance here. So in case of that capacitance, so what is the SI unit for capacitance? So I said that SI unit of capacitance is farad. So in last class I said the dimensional formula, I made a small mistake, sorry for that. So c is equal to q by v here. So charge is nothing but a current into time. So electrostatic potential, work by charge here. So charge, again I will write it as a current into time. So if it goes to numerator means current into time whole square here. So this is work done. Current is ampere. So ampere square into time square. So what is the SI unit for dimensional formula for work here? m1 L to the power of 2 and T to the power of minus 2, and dimensional formula for the capacitance is m to the power of minus 1 L to the power of minus 2 T to the power of minus 2. If it goes to numerator means plus 2. So already plus 2 is there. T to the power of 4 and A to the power of 2 here. So this is the dimensional formula for the capacitance here. So now I will consider that what will be the equation for capacitance of an isolated sphere here. So in case of that isolated sphere, the charges will distribute on the surface of the sphere. Then what will be its capacitance value I need to find out here. So capacitance of an isolated sphere here. So capacitance of an isolated sphere. Okay, so I will consider one sphere here. I want to calculate that what is the capacitance of that isolated sphere. So for that purpose I will consider that sphere first here. So let me draw the sphere here. Okay, so charges are distributed on the surface of the sphere here. So let q be the charges distribute on the surface of the sphere. So this sphere having the radius r here. So what is the radius of the sphere here? Radius of the sphere is r. Now my intention is to calculate first what is the potential on the surface of the sphere. So v is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. So consider a isolated sphere here. Consider an isolated sphere. Isolated sphere of radius of radius r here. What is the radius of the sphere? I took it here. So radius of the sphere is r here. Consider an isolated sphere of radius r. Let q be the charge. Let q be the charge on the surface of the sphere, on the surface of the sphere. Then potential on the surface of the sphere is, so I want to find out that first potential value. Then potential on the surface of the sphere. What is the connecting formula? So V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r here. So this is the connecting formula for the potential. So now I want to calculate that capacitance of an isolated sphere here. So what is the connecting formula for capacitance? So capacitance is given by so whenever the charge is given to that any conductor, its potential will getting rises here. So q is proportional to V. If I remove that proportionality constant, q is equal to C into V. C is equal to what? Q by V. So this is the equation for capacitance. So C is equal to, shall I write this equation as a Q by V here? If C is equal to Q by V, so then I want to substitute that value of V in that equation 2 here. So look at here. So I want to substitute that equation 1 value in equation 2 here. So I want to substitute that. So V value in equation 2. So then Q divided by, so V means what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r here. Q term will get cancelled out here. So capacitance of an isolated sphere is, so C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into r. So what is the equation for capacitance of an isolated conducting sphere here? So capacitance of an isolated conducting sphere. So that C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into r. So from this equation we come to know that capacitance is directly proportional to radius of the sphere here. So capacitance is what? Capacitance is directly proportional to radius of the sphere. So now let me know that in order to get the capacitance value as a 1 farad, what should be that radius of this sphere I need to find out here. So look at here. I want to get that capacitance of this sphere is 1 farad. So C value I want to get it as a 1 farad here. In order to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad, what must be its radius value I need to find out here. So in order to calculate that radius value, so suppose in order to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad, so I want to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad here. In order to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad, what must be that radius of this sphere I need to find out here. So look at here. Next I will calculate that for C is equal to 1 farad, then R should be, so R is equal to, shall I rearrange this equation? C divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So I said that capacitance value as a 1 farad. In order to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad, what will be its radius value? R is equal to, what's the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught? So that is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So C value is 1. So what is that radius value I need to maintain here? Radius of the sphere should be 9 into 10 to the power of 9 meter, or in other sense 9 into 10 to the power of 6 kilometer. So this must be a radius of the sphere here. So look at here. So this R value 9 into 10 to the power of 6 kilometer value. So this value is 1500 times greater than the radius of the earth. So look at here. So R value is how much I get it here? In order to get the capacitance value as a 1 farad, R value should be 9 into 10 to the power of 6 kilometer. So this radius value is very much large. So in extent I said So this radius of the sphere value is 1500 times greater than the radius of the earth. So what's the conclusion I will get it from this value here? So it indicates that, so capacitance 1 farad value is a large quantity. So 1 farad is a very large quantity here. Another thing I need to understand here, so in order to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad, so isolated conducting sphere must be very much large, so practically it is impossible here. So in case of that capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor, I got that radius of the spherical conductor must be 9 into 10 to the power of 6 kilometer. So it implies that, so capacitance value, so 1 farad is very large quantity. Another thing means, another conclusion I get it from this equation is, capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor is so practically impossible from a isolated sphere. It means from a single sphere it is impossible to get that capacitance value as a 1 farad. So in order to get that capacitance value, what suppose I have to do here? So in the sense, in case of capacitance, I said it measures that ability to hold the charges. So I said that if I hold the charges, I am having lot of applications by holding the charges. So in order to hold the charges, I need one device. So that device I will name it as a capacitor here. So look at here, in order to store the charges, so I need one device. So that device generally I will name it as a capacitor here. So now let me understand that capacitor first. So in case of that capacitor, how to store the charges? So from the isolated sphere it is impossible to store the charges. Then how will you store the charges? I need to understand now. So now first let me focus on capacitor here. So what is capacitor here? So capacitor is a device which is used to store large charges in low potential here. So look at here, in order to store the large charge, what must be its potential value here? So from the equation we get that C is equal to Q by V. So look at here, C is equal to Q by V. In order to raise that capacitance value, so what should be the potential value here? Potential value must be low. So in order to raise the capacitance value, charge must be large here. So capacitor, in the sense, it is a device which is used to store large quantity of charges at low potential here. So in order to store the large charges, what must be its potential value here? Potential value must be less here. So now let me begin with the concept of capacitor. So first of all, what do you mean by capacitor here? Capacitor of its capacity. So capacitor is nothing but, it is a device, it is used to store large charges at low potential. So it is used to store large charges at low potential. So that device I will name it as a capacitor here. So now how to increase that capacity of the capacitor? So from that isolated sphere it is practically impossible to store the charges. So for that purpose, now I would like to understand what will be the principle of the capacitor. So on which principle we can able to store the charges here. So now let me understand that principle of capacitor of its capacity. So look at here, in order to store the charges, so for example, in order to store large charges, when the large charges will get stored here? So when the potential value is less. So look at here, when the potential value is low, then we can able to store that large charges here. So look at here, how to lower the potential value, or how to lower the potential value of the conductor in order to induce the large charges, I need to understand. So that is principle of capacitor. So in order to understand that principle of capacitor, first I will consider one charged body here. So that charged body is A. So that charged body accumulated with a positive charge here. So look at here. So I will consider one charged body. So that charged body accumulate that positive charges here. So its potential value is V amount. Why? Because if you provide that Q amount of charge, its potential will be getting rise by V amount here. So look at here. I will consider one charged body here or charged conductor. So on that charged conductor, positive charges are stored. So nearby this charged body, I will consider one uncharged body here. So in case of that uncharged body, so what's that uncharged body? So uncharged body is nothing but number of positive ions are equal to number of negative ions. So look at here. In case of that electric charge and field, we read the concept of methods of charging. Charging by conduction method, charging by induction method, and charging by friction method. So charging by induction method means the process of inducing charge over a uncharged body without making any physical contact, I said. So look at here. One charged body I took it here. So nearby the charged body, I will place one uncharged body here. So that charged body is positively charged. So that charged body is positively charged means in case of that uncharged body, number of positive ions are equal to number of negative ions. It means that inner surface of the body B, what kind of charge it will accumulate? It will accumulate negative charges. Why? Because it will get attracted by the positive charges here. So look at here. Inner surface of the uncharged body accumulated by negative charge and outer surface will accumulate by the positive charge here. So look at here. Inner surface of the plate B is accumulated by negative charge here, and outer surface is getting accumulated by the positive charge here. So look at here, because of that positive charge and inner plate having the negative charge, so because of that positive and negative charge, so its potential is try to decreases here. So look at here. So because of the accumulation of the negative charges on the inner surface of the body B, so because of the negative charges, potential is try to decrease here. So try to decrease here. So look at here, because of the negative charges on the plate B, so potential value try to decreases here. Potential at point A is try to decreases, and whereas because of the positive charges on the surface, on outer surface of the body B, because of the positive charges, its potential is try to increase. Because of the negative potential, so because of the negative charge, its potential is try to decrease. So let me explain once again here. On the surface of the body B, inner surface is accumulated by negative charge and outer surface is accumulated by the positive charge. Because of the negative charges, potential at A is try to decrease here. Because of the positive charges on B, so potential at A is try to increase here. So now look at here. So negative charge is very much closer to the plate A here. So listen here. Negative charges are very much closer to the plate A. So its potential value get decreases. So potential value get decreases here. So look at here. What's my intention here? So in order to store a charges, potential must be lower. So I am lowering the potential value. So by taking that one charged body and another one is uncharged body here. So this is uncharged body. When charged body is kept near to the uncharged body, negative charges are accumulate here. Because of that positive and negative potential, its potential value is try to decrease here. Because of the positive charges, its potential is try to increase, whereas negative charge is very much closer, I said, so its potential value goes on decreases here. So at some extent. Now in the second case, so I will make that ground connection to that of outer surface of the plate B. So look at here, for that plate B, I am giving earth connection or grounding I will make. So if I make that ground or earth connection, then what happens here? So negative charges are moving from that earth to that outer surface of the plate B here. So look at here, Now I will make that outer surface of the plate B to ground connection or earthing I will make. If I make ground connection or earthing here, then what happens here? So negatively charged particles are moving from that earth surface to the outer surface of the plate B. So because of these are all positive ions, so negative charges are accumulate means this one becomes neutralized here. So this will becomes neutralized means so charge is 0 on the outer surface of the plate B. So did you get my point here? So look at here, on the outer surface of the plate B, positive charges are accumulated here. If I make earthing or ground connection, then negative charge particles are moving from that earth to the outer surface here. Because of that positive and negative charges, it will neutralize. So charge on the outer surface is 0. Why these charges are not moving to that of plate B to ground here? Why? Because there exists a attractive force between plate A and negative charge particles. So excess charges will not flow from that plate B to earth here. So did you get my point? So excess charge or charges present on the inner surface of the plate B is not moved to the earth surface. So why? Because there exists a attractive force between positive and negative ion here. So if you make that ground connection, so entire positive charges will vanish here. So only at the inner surface of the plate B, negative charges are accumulated here. So negative charges are accumulated means its potential value decrease now. So its potential value decreases from V to V naught here. So potential value decreased now. Now I want to get the same potential as that of initial case. So look at here, initial potential is V amount. So if I place that uncharged body, then potential is decreases from V to V naught here. Now I want to get the same potential in the first case. What suppose I have to do to get that same potential? Again, there is a possibility of adding some more charges to the top plate A here. So I am adding the charge means, so I am storing the charge, large charges here. So here now I will get that possibility to add the more number of charges here. So this is how I can able to store the charges on the conducting body. So hope you are understanding here. So look at here, initially I will consider one charged body here. So what is that charged body here? So that is plate A. That plate A consists of positive ions here. So that plate A consists of positive ions. Nearby the charged body, I will place one uncharged body here. So uncharged body means number of positive ions are equal to number of negative ions. So now I will consider that methods of charging here. So charging by induction method. Here positive ions are present means on that plate B. So negative ions as well as positive ions both are present. Because of the positive ions, all the negative ions will accumulate inner surface of the plate B, and all the positive ions will accumulate at the outer surface of the plate B here. So look at here, because of positive and negative ion, potential value get decreases. Because of the positive and positive ions, potential value will get increase here. So they are having two probabilities, but negative charge and positive charge are very much near, so potential value is tried to decrease now. So potential value is getting decreases. So I will name that initial potential of the plate A is V here. So if you introduce that uncharged body, its potential value decreases from V to V naught here. Now here that if I make that ground connection here, so what happens here? So ground earthing means electrons will present here. So these electrons are moving from that of earth to the plate B, or that positive ions are moving from that, so plate B to the ground here, whatever. So if the electrons are moving from that earth to the plate B, number of positive ions will equal to number of negative ions. So this will becomes neutralized here. So on the outer surface of the plate B, there is no charge here. So negative charges present only on the inside the surface B here. So now potential is decreased from V to V naught here. So now I want to get that again same potential here. So in order to get the same potential, what suppose I have to do? So potential is directly proportional to charge means I need to add some more charges here. So there exists a probability of storage of the more charges. So my intention is to store the large charges. So in order to store the large charges, what suppose I have to do here? I have to decrease the potential value. If I decrease the potential value of the plate A, automatically I am having more probability to increase the charges or storage of the charges on plate A here. So hope you are understanding here. Remaining thing will continue in next class.